Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you are doing good today. To the honorable lecturer, Mrs. Ira, thank you for giving me this opportunity to deliver a speech about a mental issue that lately becomes a popular topic to talk about. Also, to my audience, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving your time to listen to my speech today, and hopefully it will benefit you all. So, first of all, please allow me to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Eka Fadhila K, and everyone usually calls me Eka. I am student majoring in English language and literature at Mang State University. Today, in this good occasion, I would like to deliver a speech about one of the popular mental issues, which is an anxiety disorder. And the next few minutes, we are going to focus on three aspects, which are what anxiety disorder is, what the symptoms are, and how to cope with anxiety. So, to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, I have some questions for you. Have you ever felt anxious when you got a problem? Or have you ever felt nervous when you go to an interview, take an exam, or when you have to make a great decision? Yes, I believe that all of you, including me, must ever get through anxiety. And basically, it's normal. According to the American Psychiatric Association, or APA, anxiety is a normal reaction to stress, and even it can be beneficial in some situations. Why? Because anxiety can alert us to some dangers and prevent troubles so that we can stay safe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you inadvertently throw something that slams a beehive, for example, what will you do? Will you just stay there without doing anything to escape? I think that's impossible. I guess suddenly you will run away with no doubt. Even if you see a river, perhaps you'll throw yourself into it, aren't you? And why do you do that? Because you know the sign of danger. The bees will chase you, and of course, you will be in trouble if you just stay and do nothing. That's why you feel anxious and try to save yourself from them. And I want to tell you that it's normal because the threat is obvious and human beings will save their life from any dangers naturally. However, imagine that every time you go out to crowded places, or when you are surrounded by lots of people, such as in an amusement park or at a party, you start feeling anxious, panic, uneasy, or even nauseous. You are inconvenient and start thinking about preventing those feelings from happening. You start avoiding going out to some places, avoiding meeting people, deciding to stay alone and end up isolating yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you or a person are often in this scenario, it can be indicated that your anxiety has been an illness. Therefore, how can we consider that? Let me tell you. Anxiety becomes an illness if it is taken to the extreme and comes up in situations that don't show an obvious threat. When you feel like your anxiety is highly difficult to control and becomes completely debilitating, definitely it can be found as the illness that we call an anxiety disorder. And we need to know that trauma, medications, and medical illness sometimes can bring about anxiety disorder. Someone who suffers from a generalized anxiety disorder usually feels anxious constantly and excessive, uncontrollable worry for negative outcomes of any events or activities. By the way, talking about considering anxiety, we can also find the hints to recognize anxiety disorder from its symptoms that are commonly experienced, such as restlessness, breathing rapidly, sweating, trembling, trouble concentrating and sleeping, feeling weak or exhausted, and having an increased heart rate. Those symptoms usually appears constantly that affect someone during an activity. Ladies and gentlemen, you must be wondering how to cope with anxiety, how to deal with it, how do you survive? Okay, calm down and try not to be panic at this time because I will tell you the best way to deal with your anxiety is to seek a professional's help. When you sense that your worry becomes abnormal, if you have some of the symptoms and you feel it's extremely hard to handle them by yourself, go immediately to the psychologist to get the best treatment to deal with it. Don't try self diagnose. If you are afraid of seeking a professional's help, please try to tell someone whom you trust, probably your bestie or your parents. Try to tell them about your problem and ask them to accompany you to get the best treatment. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, dear people who are currently struggling with an anxiety disorder or any mental illness, don't be afraid to seek a professional's help to get a good treatment because you are not alone and you deserve to be healed. You are wonderful. You're strong. Considering that it must be hard to get through, but you can. You can survive this part. I hope whoever you are who is struggling with anxiety disorder can be healed and live your life with much happiness. Stay healthy and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.